What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center, here to do the bonus love reading for my Pisces out there. If you're new to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. All the other information you need to know is in the description box below. You can also book a personal and or private reading there as well. And don't forget to click the bell notification icon, and you can come join me when I go live for a free live tarot reading. All right, my Pisces, we're going to take a look at your overall energy, and then we will look into your main energy, okay? So let's jump in. Let's see what comes out here. First card out is Storm Warning. So this is either indicating that in the recent past, you've gone through some really turbulent times, or maybe you are currently going through some turbulent times. We will have to see what all the other energies are as they come out to determine what exactly is going on here. And this could be in any area of your life. Okay, this top row here is not just specific to love. Now, obviously, this could apply to love and relationships. So maybe you've just been in a very, difficult time right now. Now, the next card that came out is Blessed, but it did come out in reverse when it landed. I'm going to leave it upright, but you may feel if we honor it in the reverse position, you may feel that all of your blessings have passed you by. You've been robbed of blessings, or it's almost kind of like God, source, universe, spirit, whatever, is almost kind of like ignoring you or something like that. Now, if we honor it in the upright, it's saying after this turbulent time that you're going through, you're going to be stepping into a period of where things are about to shift for you, and you are about to begin to be blessed. Okay. So, we'll see more as we progress here, or see what comes out. So the next card is Making Waves. Momentum is building. It's your time and achievement. So yeah, this definitely could be indicating that blessed energy in the upright, that you're about to move out of this turbulent time, and things are about to shift for you. Okay. So that's a really good sign. Let's take a look at, let's get a few more here for you. Always like when the energy is really straightforward. Okay, we have Distant Horizons. That doesn't have to be, that could be a standalone energy here. Let's see what, I'm going to get two more here, and we'll see how they tie together. And this could be saying that things are, things are about to shift for you in the near future. That's the energy I'm picking up. Now you have the mature man here. So this is somebody who could be a little bit older than you. They could be wise. They could be, intelligent, mature in every area of their life. Somebody that's worthy, somebody you could look up to, or that's worthy of being looked up to. I mean, for some of you, it could be you. I feel like it's somebody else. And I do feel that it's tied to this distant horizon. So this could be somebody that you're connecting with, maybe reconnecting with in the near future. Somebody that is going to make you feel very blessed, and somebody who could very well be tied to any future achievement that you have here. And we have the expectation card. So this could be somebody potentially from your past that you're either expecting something to happen, maybe with the past person, or maybe this past person, or you just have expectations for your future. You're like, hey, when I get out of this turbulent time, I'm going to go full steam ahead towards my achievements. Like, so it's almost kind of like you having placed, expectations on yourself about what you want to accomplish, what you want to achieve. But again, this could be that you have, you're expecting something from somebody else, like a waiting energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have poverty. So this could be tied to what that storm is. You could have been going through, in a literal sense, you could be going through, some type of financial loss or financial issues. You could be going through health issues, like something in terms of your physical health. That could be a type of poverty, or it could be something metaphysical, something like your, mental poverty or emotional poverty, something of that nature here. However that resonates for you. Okay. So, let's take a look now at we're going to look at your past, your present, and your future energy. And then we're going to look at the current hurdles, obstacles, and challenges. And we're going to look at some advice. And then at the end, I'll pull some additional cards for you as well. Okay, so in your past, we have passion. Now, if this is a relationship, then you had in your past, you had a relationship, or maybe several or relationships, plural, that were mostly just based on passion. They were mostly based on, sexual chemistry, and maybe a little bit superficial. If it's not related to relationships per se, even though this is a relationship reading, then you could have just been in the past, you were focused on your passions in life, basically. But I feel this is definitely more of a relationship energy. You were connected with someone, or maybe multiple someones, and it was just, the relationship was more, it was more about the physical. Everything was more about just the sexual chemistry and the physical connection. It wasn't deep. It wasn't long-term, or anything like that. In your current energy, we have recovery, and that's definitely tied to the poverty energy at the bottom of the deck that I just showed you. You're recovering from something, and whether that's recovering from financial issues, recovering health, recovering from whatever, or it could be all of the above, right? But you're currently focused on recovery right now, from something you've gone through. If you've gone through a breakup, or you've just had a string of bad relationships, you may be recovering from that, because it was all based on, passion and pleasure, and, maybe that left you feeling like with more low self-worth or self-confidence issues, things like that. In your near future, we have manifestation. So something's coming up for you, and it's tied to this expectation energy here. You're trying to manifest something back into your life, or you're trying to manifest something new into your life. And so I feel that you want your future to be different than your present, and you want your future to be definitely different than your past. So in the near future, it's like you want to create something totally new. It's like I get a sense, Pisces, that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're sick and tired of the way things have been. And so you're ready to call in something brand new here. A brand new life, brand new love, a brand new you even. What is the major hurdle, obstacle, and challenge here? And again, your energy is really, really straightforward. Like all the other signs have taken a lot of explaining to do. There's been a lot of energy involved, but yours is not so much. Yours is it's coming out very straightforward. Very straightforward. Which for me as the reader is very nice, because it's very easy to explain. So the current hurdle, obstacle, and challenge, please. Okay, we have the Sixth Sense card. So this is telling me that the main challenge that you've had has been listening to your intuition and spirituality, essentially. Connecting to, trusting your gut, listening to your intuition, seeing red flags in relationships and people, situations maybe, and connecting to your higher power, which is interesting because your sign is one of the most spiritual signs in the zodiac, if not the most spiritual sign in the zodiac. And so you may feel very disconnected right now spiritually, or your spirituality may be surface level. A lot of people confuse spirituality with intelligence. Like, well, if I watch spiritual videos on YouTube or Netflix, or if I wear crystals, and if I have spiritual paraphernalia in my house and spiritual paintings, if I read spiritual books, if I hang out with my friends, they're spiritual, then I must be spiritual, right? Like we assume that by having physical, tangible items and doing things that other people do, that we're spiritual. It's almost like people who go to church, right? It's like they think that they have a relationship with the divine or God because they go to church on Sundays. They're a Sunday seat warmer. And I can say that because I used to be one, right? You go to church on Sunday, you sit down, you sing your songs, you watch the pastor or the preacher teach his little sermon, you go home, and then you come back again next Sunday, right? So 6 days out of the week, the life that you live outside of the church is completely different than the 1 hour that you're in church in that seat, right? Now, does that make me a true Christian? Does that make me a true follower of Christ? Am I embodying and am I practicing the teachings? Am I living out? Am I fleshing out, the life of a follower of Jesus Christ according to the Christian belief? No, that's not. I'm doing things, right, that are religious, basically. And just like religious people can do religious things, which is just, which has nothing to do with what being a real Christian is, spiritual people can do spiritual things, which is just another form of a religion, because you're religiously doing things, but doesn't make you spiritual, right? And I'm not saying that you are or you aren't. I don't know. I'm saying that for some of you, because that's the hurdle and the challenge, for some of you, I feel you're either completely disconnected altogether, or for others of you, you're doing spiritual things, but you're not really spiritual. You're not really connected to the divine. You don't really live a spiritual life. You do spiritual things, but you don't live a spiritual life. That's the best way to describe it. It's not, you don't have a connection to the divine. You don't hear from the divine. You don't have faith in the divine. The divine is not a part of your everyday life, your thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, your manifestations. It's just, oh, well, they say if I buy this crystal, then this thing will happen. If I wear this, then this thing. If I read this book, then, it's like, so you have a lot of knowledge. You may know a lot about spirituality, but living it and becoming it's a very different thing. And that's the challenge. Okay, I'm keeping it real here. I'm not throwing shade, but I'm just saying that that's the challenge here. Okay. So whatever that means for you. So let's look at the advice. What's the advice for my Pisces? Okay. Paradigms. The paradigms card. Now this is my deck, by the way. This is a custom deck that I made called the Human Innovation Oracle deck. It's got 80 cards in it. And it's a prototype. I may or may not sell it. I don't know yet. But in this deck, the paradigms is all about your beliefs. Okay. And so falling in the advice section, it's saying that you have certain beliefs, your mindset, okay? Your beliefs, your values, and your mindset need to be changed because that's what's affecting you. That's the reason that the advice, because the advice is there to give you a solution to these problems. And so your beliefs, your value system, and your mindset regarding spirituality or your intuition or manifestation or recovery or sexuality and passion and relationships, work, money, what it is, it could be any area of your life. It is your mindset. It's what you believe about these things that needs to change. That's the shift that needs to take place. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the male. So there is a male in your life, and we have this mature man up here. Now, I want to tell you something really quick about this, just so it's clear. In my deck, I have a divine masculine card and a divine feminine card. Those two cards are not gender specific. So divine feminine could be a male, divine masculine could be a female. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. I also have a male card, which is this card, and then there's a female card. Those two cards are absolute. So when the male card shows up, we're talking about a male. We're not talking about a female. When the female card shows up, we're talking about a woman, not a male. Okay, so this card at the bottom is there is a male in your life who's influencing you to some degree. And I don't know if it's a friend, a lover, a family member, a mentor. I have no idea. But I feel like, and you may know them, or you may not know them yet. Not sure. At the bottom of the deck is usually things that we don't that we don't see coming, or it's overall influences. Okay, if we're reading it like tarot. But I feel like it has to do with this mature man, and I believe that this mature man could very well be somebody who, again, because we have the blessed energy up here, this person is going to be a huge catalyst of change in your life. They're a huge blessing in your life. Now, conversely, depending on how we want to look at it, this male could be somebody else. Maybe this male is somebody in the past who you had a lot of passion with, but for whatever reason, you're having to recover from that because maybe it was a bad relationship. Maybe it was a third party thing. Maybe who knows what, I don't know. But either way, there's some male a male presence that's influencing your life or is going to influence your life. Okay. To some degree. For some of you, that could be a relationship. So if you're a female Pisces, then this could be a male who comes into your life in a relationship aspect, or a mentor. Again, there's lots of different possibilities here. They could be, a teacher or counselor, somebody who helps you with your mindset and your mentality, who helps you realize things. Like, they could be somebody who teaches you spirituality. That's very possible here. So there's a lot of possibilities there. So, or it could be somebody that you're manifesting with the manifestation card, right? So again, just a lot of possibilities of who that could be and what that could mean for you. So let's pull a couple of tarot cards here and see what wants to come out for you guys. I'm going to get 3 cards and a bottom card here here goes the first one. The second one, and there's the last one. Okay, wow. Yeah, this makes sense. All right, let me grab the 2 off the floor here. Okay, so the first card that we have out is the Magician. So this makes sense. We have manifestation here. Now we have the Magician. Now I feel like this is you. This is you manifesting or wanting to manifest changes in your life, or you wanting to manifest this person into your life, or you wanting to make changes with the person in your life. Or this could also be you taking responsibility for things in your life, because the Magician for me is basically a card of, hey, we have to take responsibility for the things we create, because we are co-creators of everything in our reality. And so if there's something in our life that we don't like, then we have to participate in our own rescue. We have a responsibility to some degree in how we make the change in our life to change whatever those things are, right? They're not just going to change because we wish them away or pray them away Like, we have to literally take responsibility for the fact that in some way, shape, or form, we created this, we attracted it, we had some responsibility in this thing, event, situation, person, whatever, in existing in our world and existing in our reality, existing in our life. So we have to take responsibility for that is the first thing. And then we have to manifest, we have to change, we have to use, as a lot of tarot readers say, the magician has all the tools and resources they need to create or manifest something, to change something, to turn lead into gold, to transform something. Well, before we can transform something, manifest something, or create a new reality, we have to take responsibility for the reality that we've already created. So there's something here that you're wanting to change, transform, manifest, or co-create. The next card is we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles definitely ties to that poverty card from earlier on in the reading here. Now, again, this poverty card is essentially the Five of Pentacles in this deck. And that could be literal poverty, like financial poverty. So you could have experienced a financial loss hit. You could have taken a big financial hit here. It's possible. Or this could refer, again, to bad health. It could refer to spiritual poverty, mental poverty, emotional poverty, anything, any area of your life. It can also refer to feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, orphaned, any of that, rejected, neglected. All of those are Five of Pentacles energy. And then we have the Fool, which is you wanting to have a new beginning. It's the brand new start, a brand new beginning, starting a whole new chapter, a whole new cycle. It's also about taking risks, taking a leap of faith towards something. And it's also a card of people who really value their freedom. So again, take those phrases and energies as it resonates. And then at the bottom of the deck, and this is why I said it interesting, it's because we have the Emperor. So the Emperor, I believe, is this mature man. Because the Emperor, he's typically a little bit older than a king in the tarot. He's all four kings rolled up into one person. He is obviously very wise because he's all four kings. He takes the lead of his own life. He knows how to rule over his own life. He knows how to rule over his states and his affairs. He's very stable. He's very grounded. He's got his crap together. And he's, when you're on his good side, like the Emperor has access to anything. Because again, he's all four kings. So technically he could rule four different kingdoms. The kingdom of passion and fire, motivation, which is wands, the kingdom of emotions with cups, the kingdom of thoughts and communication with the king of swords, truth, and the kingdom of anything tangible, money, resources, anything tangible, which is the King of Pentacles. So, he rules all four of those realms essentially. And he's the divine masculine. It's Aries energy, but it doesn't mean that you're dealing with an Aries. You could, but this is who I believe really is this mature man. And this is this person, whoever this person is, that has this ability to come in, this blessed energy that's coming into your life that has the ability to change and help you change if you allow it. So you have the divine masculine that you can manifest into your life, or you will manifest into your life, that can help you, basically help you overcome this past, help you recover, help you come out of any storms that you're in, help you with your spirituality, help you manifest, help change your mindset, your beliefs, your value system. Like, he help you with all of this, because he's gone through all of this. He's been through all of this already. And he's been through it on four different levels. He's been through it as the King of Wands, the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So he's very familiar with any realm that you're struggling with in your life here. Okay. So let's take a look at some final love messages here. I'm going to use this deck here, and we'll see what else. What's coming up here? Okay. Wow. Those got thrown under my desk. I got to go grab those real quick. That might have been all three of the ones we need. Let me see. Yeah, exactly 3. Interesting. Okay. So the first card says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So yeah, depending on what you've been through in your past, who you've engaged with, or just whatever situations you've been in, if you have low confidence and low self-worth, and you know it, whether you admit it or not, 9 times out of 10, people who believe, even if they're good at hiding it, but you suffer from low self-worth, low self-confidence, then typically those types of people go for other low vibrational people, which would be people who typically don't want to have an emotional investment because they don't know how to handle emotions, because they themselves have low self-confidence and low self-worth. And so everything stays at the surface. Everything is surface level, right? So when you start to love and respect yourself, you won't tolerate low vibrational stuff. And I can say that from experience because I've been in that place where I've made those mistakes and I've attracted those types of people. Okay. We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So for some of you, you've been in separation for some of you have needed to be in separation from somebody, but for others of you, you've been in separation from somebody. So not everyone's person, or not everyone's emperor, not this mature man or whoever. It's not going to be a new person for everybody. For some of you, it could be a past person, somebody that you've been in separation with, and maybe you had to go through some things. And as you went through those things, you realized like, man, I was always chasing after the wrong people, and there was this one who was the right one. And I see that now. I see clearly now on the other side of the turbulent tornado, the storm, right? They were the one that got away. That could be it. Maybe that's a possibility. All right. So it could go either way. It's like there's somebody you maybe needed to separate from, or maybe you've been in separation from somebody that was the right person all along. And for whatever reason, it just, that relationship didn't work out, or mistakes were made, or other people were chosen, whatever the story is. Okay. And the reason I say that is because the next card says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Now, this could definitely be forgiving and releasing just a past toxic person that recovery energy could be attached to. Maybe even that poverty energy. This could be forgiving and learning yourself. This could be forgiving and learning maybe this other past person that's the right person. Okay. But whatever that means to you and however that resonates with you, it's an important energy here. All right. So let me grab 3 of these here to close out your reading. And just wanted to say also, Pisces, if this reading doesn't resonate, check the October reading. This is the October bonus reading. You can go back and look at the October reading, and there could be messages there for you that are not here in this reading. You can also check out the 1010 portal, which is an all signs reading, applies to everyone, and that is good for between now and the rest of the year. That energy will be affecting us for the rest of the year. And it has to do with anything, love, money, whatever came out in that reading, spirituality. It wasn't just a relationship reading. Okay, so the first card we have out is embrace. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Right? But the only way that you're going to know is by working on the challenge here, which is your sixth sense. Because I feel like some of you, again, because you're a little disconnected from your intuition, you're disconnected from spirit. If you're too much in your logic and too much in your head, you're not going to listen to what your heart says. And if you're disconnected emotionally because you've been hurt so bad emotionally that you're just not an emotionally connected person, then you're already disconnected from your intuition, because your intuition doesn't come from your mind. It comes from your heart. And so there's something called heart and brain coherence. You can look it up. There's a institute that researches it called the Heart Math Institute out in California. There's a lot of people that talk about it nowadays. It's not as it's more well known, I should say, these days than it used to be. But when your brain and your heart come into coherence with each other, they're balanced. That's when we have the most powerful energetic field, and that's when we are most connected to spirit, God, universe, or source. And they actually have meditations that you could look up online that would help you with that. So if you're somebody who struggles with your emotional connections, or maybe you're an emotionally avoidant attachment type, this is not judgment by me, by the way. I'm just saying this to offer you some guidance here, some help that may help you find something that works for you, that helps you heal this, so that you can get connected and you can start tapping into your true Piscean nature, that true spirituality, and really have a heightened awareness of what your intuition, what your gut's telling you. Okay? Because you don't want to miss your blessings. If you're trying to manifest something and it shows up in your life, you don't want to have to second guess it and go, hey, is this thing gonna, is this another snake in the grass? Is it gonna bite me? Is this gonna blow up on me, or is this the real deal? Especially when it comes to love and relationships, right? If the man or woman of your dreams comes in, you don't have to second guess that. You want to be like, yeah, I want to be able to trust my gut and know, hey, I feel like this person is it. But in the past, I've always had a bad picker, and I always pick these toxic people, and I don't want to, go through that anymore. So when you get to that place where you heal that part of you, you can trust that, that your intuition's like, something's off here. And as I like to say, never violate a hunch. If something's off, then that's at the minimum a yellow flag that needs to be investigated. If it's more intense than a yellow flag, if it's a glaring red flag, never ignore it. Investigate, at the very least, always investigate. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. All right. So let me grab the one off the floor here. So the next one is obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Right. And it's everything that I was just saying, literally. The only way that you're going to know how to work your way around these obstacles is by learning to trust yourself, which is the sixth sense energy down here. So this whole reading, really, in my opinion, the focus is right down here in this cornerstone. Everything really kind of boils down to you addressing the hurdle, the obstacle, and the challenge, which is your intuition, your spirituality, trusting yourself, your sixth sense. And then we have commitment as the last card. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. So yeah, this is about you again. In order for you to commit to something, you have to be able to trust it. And in order for you to be able to trust something, you have to be able to trust yourself. And I feel, in my opinion, in order for you to be able to trust yourself, you need to be able to trust your intuition. So again, it all falls back onto you and this overcoming this hurdle, obstacle, and challenge of, I really, really, really need to learn how to hear my intuition, listen to my intuition, and start having an authentic relationship with my higher power, whatever you deem that to be. So, if I were in your shoes, I would just start obsessingly researching videos, books, whatever you can find on how to learn to trust your intuition, how to listen to your intuition, clues to listening to your intuition, clues to trusting yourself. any types of videos having to do with that stuff. And then anything about, how to tap, connect to my higher power through my intuition, or how to hear from my higher power, or how to hear from God, or whatever, again, whatever language, whatever word resonates for you when you refer to a higher power. Okay. Because all of that's the same. It's all the same thing, whatever language or verb you use, or verb, noun, whatever the word is, whatever. However you associate to your higher power, and connect, will help you resolve this challenge, so that you can resolve all of these problems, because you've got something coming in. Like you've got something coming in. Like that. At the end of the day, you have an emperor. You have an emperor that's going to show up in your life at some point. And I feel that this emperor is the same person, that all this is referring to. This is the person you've really wanted your whole life. This is the person that you want to love, that wants to love you, that you can have a commitment with, and all the things. But if you're doubting yourself and you haven't done the work, then you may miss this, because you may self-sabotage with your mind, because that was the advice, the paradigms. You may overthink it. You may get in your head. You may, you may push it away, or you may self-sabotage, or whatever. Something else may show up. You may have options. I mean, it's not showing it here on the table, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. You may have somebody who shows up in your life, and you're so used to the superficial, let's just go out, have fun, hook up, bang, have sex. It's all passion, surface level, where it's safe. There's no emotional connection, no intimacy. There's no risk involved, really. You may have one of those show up, and then you may have this emperor show up. And you may be so used to this toxic stuff that you may be tempted to go back to an old pattern, versus this person over here that's the person you've really wanted your whole life. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying it could happen. So anyways, that's the reading that I have for you, my Pisces. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. It's completely free for you. It would help me grow my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and come join me sometime for a free live tarot reading. And like I said, there's those other videos you can check out as well if nothing resonated here. And as always, my friends, appreciate you. I'll see you again soon, and love and light.